Hello again. Another day, another job to do. Today we will be on the first floor. The arches of this house were quite destroyed when we moved in because the ceiling had leaked. We don't know how long for the ceiling had leaked. It could have been 10 years, it could have been 20 years, we really don't know. It destroyed all the flooring on the third floor. And most of these arches, the outside of the arches have all been worked with stonemason, so it's all been strengthened. But obviously the stonemason doesn't want to do the plastering, so it's down to me. So I've had a couple of hours lessons from a friend of mine who lives around the corner. So if I just turn the camera, I can show you what's going on. So you can see up here, I'll try and zoom out a little bit. You can see the damage that was caused by the water coming through the third floor. Right, second floor, this is the first floor. Coming through the first floor, through the tiles and destroying this ceiling. You can see we've strengthened all of these bits. The stonemason has redone all of these. Spin around. You can see the arches is fixed. Obviously this is the original stone. Last night I quickly pulled these bits of rough stone out and re-cemented it. Unfortunately my screwdriver disappeared maybe 3/4 into the pillar, so I was kind of pleased I did that because I haven't got a clue what's holding up the pillar. So what I've got to do now is plaster all of this so it looks nice and white, ready for Sylvia to paint. So it will eventually look like that. Because when you look up from the ground floor, what you see is all this looking nice and white and ready for painting, and then that, which is not attractive. And eventually I'll get around to doing this, then we're going up the stairs. But eventually I've got to go everywhere. So today we're going to be doing this bit of wall in this ceiling as much as I can get done. So I started quite late today. We had a lazy day today. But I have to use this netting. This is a plastic netting. I think the hole is probably about 4 by 5 millimeters. Now what that does, because this is all original, and you can see where it's cracked and here where it was loose and it came off. I've gone through everything else. The netting sits on top of there. When you plaster through the netting and then on top, what it actually does, it stops any more cracking like this appearing, and it just gives it strength, because obviously this is 290, 300 years old, so we don't want to have it all collapsing on us. So that's my bit for today. I've got to do all of these. You can see the way they've worked the stone. And what I had to do is where they did this, they did the original arch, they'd come right down here. Obviously they tried to cover up some of the stone. Maybe they didn't like the finish of the stone. But what I've done, I've just cut it back to the top of the stone so it looks nicer. And then we'll have to put some metal trim on so I can get these corners nice and sharp. You see where you've got these cracks up here? The netting will cover and strengthen all of these cracks. And eventually all this cabling will come down, because we want all the cabling to be buried into the wall. And the only reason I've got all this timber here at the moment, for those of you that have been following me, and I'd like to thank you for following me, is because of the kittens. Because we've got all railings here and here, and the kittens tend to be a little bit suicidal, and they keep wanting to go through the railings. Now they're getting older, so hopefully they're not so daft as they were, and hopefully I can take these down so that eventually they'll be clever. But what I would like to do in the distant future is these arches, and we went to a hotel in Naples that had this done. It looked really cool and it looked really warm. Is actually just put arch of glass in there, so that traps all the heat in. Because this was at one stage open to the elements, and when they had to have the roof fixed because it leaked, they just covered up the whole of the roof. So down in this corner and this corner, where I've now got my pipework for the toilets, was actually guttering, and rainwater used to come down there into the courtyard and then into, well, it's not quite black anymore, but it was black, just need to clean it, the drain, which then fed out into the garden. So it's a proper impluvium and compluvium for collecting the rainwater for the house. But modern technology, we're on a mains tap, so that's fine. So, but they'd fixed all that already when we got here. So we just need to make the rest of it look nice. As you can see, we've got a lot of work to do with these windows. They're all rotten. They bow, they don't shut, then they don't open if you manage to get them shut. So it's all crazy. So I'm going to plaster this and see how we get on, and who knows. Okay. Hi, so welcome back. I've lost light now, so I've had to stop. I did start rather late in the day. We had a lazy day today, we've been working quite hard. But if I flick the camera around, hopefully, I'll zoom out a little bit, there we go. I don't think that's too bad, personally. Obviously it needs sanding down, but as far as second attempts go, I don't think that's too bad. Even the professional guy that we had coming in had to sand it, and I need to this edge up here I just need to tidy up so it's nice and clean, but I can do that once I do the ceiling. So actually I don't think, as a first attempt, I don't think that's too bad. But obviously with a decent bit of light I think it'll be a lot better. So it's time to have something to eat, get cleaned up, and see what happens from. So thank you for your visit today. hope you enjoy my plastering attempts. There'll be more tomorrow. That's it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming with me on my journey. Sylvia's downstairs working away on her artwork at the moment. So when she's ready, we'll show you that as well. And yes, that's it. Please comment, please like, please share, and please subscribe, because it makes all the difference to me knowing that there's actually people out there watching. Otherwise, there's no point in me doing this for doing these videos. But thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and thanks to all those people that have already subscribed and already done thumbs up and watched and likes. Thanks very much. Bye bye.